Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Happening. Wade,
Welcome
welcome
back.
home, brother. Back in
Yeah.
the good old U.S. of A. Fresh off the plane from Vietnam. You don't even look jet lagged, man. I mean, dude, I guess you just don't require a lot of sleep these days, do you?
No, I mean, I think I slept quite a bit yesterday. It kind of stinks. It was on Mother's Day, but I did sleep quite a bit. So
Hey,
I don't know. I
have
still
to,
feel pretty tired, but I woke up pretty early today and try to get some things going, get back in the saddles here, get back in some rhythm of getting picks out to members.
Love it. I love it. I know it's got to be good to be back, getting back into the normal routine. That's how you know you had a good vacation. If you enjoy it while you're there, but you're glad to be home. That's usually.
I'm glad to be home, but I honestly could have stayed there a couple more weeks. The only thing that was really not in my favor was just not being able to actually take my bets. And when we went on a pretty decent run there while we were over there, I didn't make any money on any of that.
You made money for your members, though, man. That's a good one, but it sucks you didn't get to profit personally on a lot of your stuff because you're on a good run, man.
Yeah, and I come back and my books are all still the same as they were 3 weeks ago.
This is just like some kind of cruel joke. Come on, man.
I got a buddy that's down in the Bahamas right now. He just got down there. He's actually down there on a Caesars.
Yep.
He did so well in Caesars. He won like a package through their sports book.
That's cool.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 days. But he's having troubles logging into sports books as well. So he basically has to go to the Caesars there, the casino, and place bets. So
that's it. Yeah, it's always rough. Like even just traveling to another state, even within the states, like if you're going to Texas or California, Alabama, anywhere that doesn't have sports betting, it's always kind of a bummer because you try to log in, ain't gonna happen. They got that good old fancy geotechnology. You can play with some of maybe the Costa Rican offshore books if you want. That's really your only option if you're in another state. But heck, when you're in another country, like you're telling me, none of them work. Not even the offshore.
I actually thought the offshore books would work, so that was a surprise to me. I was told maybe a VPN would work, but I'm pretty sure the books know if you're using a VPN. So yeah, man, when you're over in Vietnam, especially, you're SOL, as they like to say. So what do we got going on in baseball, man? What
dude, just loving it, man. The good start, it just keeps on rolling. Article bets are 70 and 48. Can't complain about that. All our readers are profited plus 17 units so far. Last week was a weird week, man. It was one of those up and down roller coaster weeks, which is very common in MLB. I think one day of last week went 1-4. The next day, after we shot our show on Tuesday, we went 6-0. Wednesday, 3-2. Thursday, though, went 0-5. The first time all year we've taken the bagel, went 0-5. So painful, dude. But then Friday bounced back 4-1. So overall in the week went 14-12. Readers made I guess you'd say a peanut, up 1.5%. Overall, last 30 days, though, up 12.5%. Heck yeah, we'll take that, baby. That's better than the stock market most years, and it's a heck of a lot more fun. But,
100%.
I know your members have cleaned up. I mean, which is crazy to think you're in Vietnam that many weeks and went on a heck of a run. For everybody that signed up for your free 3 weeks, they're probably loving life right now. I don't know.
Yeah, man. We went on a decent run there. I'll say the last 3 or 4 days. I need to catch up on our recaps just because without having the book that I usually use, BetStamp, to do all that, I just haven't been keeping up with the recaps. But I know the last 3 or 4 days have been pretty rough for us. We haven't actually done very well. I know yesterday we gave back like a unit, so
that's not terrible.
We're still up on the month.
Beautiful.
So I think we're barely over maybe 2 or 3 units right now, so we got to get cooking here. So, but about the last week, like you said, this last week was really up and down for us.
Yeah, strange.
I was really kind of in and out as well when I was in Vietnam. We were traveling a lot the last week, so I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention to what was going on. I was helping with a little research, and I was having my partner help me put out picks for us. Nice. So now that I'm back in, I'm kind of ready to get locked back in, as you say. So
there you go. That's it, baby. Hey, the books are going to know real quickly that Big Wade's back in town. They're going to be hating it here in the next few days. They're going to be, oh man, he's back in the States killing us again.
Yeah, man. No, we're on 6 bets right now. So I'm still looking at the board. There's a lot of pitchers going today that I'm interested in. So man, there's a lot of juice going on today though. So,
yeah. It is definitely a juicy board. I found 5 myself that I liked. 3 strikeout props and 2 best bets over at posted earlier at Bettor's Insider. But man, want to talk about just as far as topics in MLB. Holy cow, the Minnesota went on a roll. I was looking at this up this morning. Actually, they cashed for me on Friday. Joe Ryan, gotta love Joe Ryan, dude. Throws 96 with a ton of extension, good movement, all that stuff. Yep. They're 17-3 their last 20 games. Here's another one for you. They've won 6 straight series. I mean, what is going on with these guys?
Wow.
I mean, it's just insane. And they're hitting the ball. A couple of these guys that are definitely not stars. Ryan Jeffers, 9 home runs already. Edward Julian, 7 home runs. Carlos Santana, pretty established name, 7 home runs. So the pop has really surprised me for Minnesota, and the rotation just insane. You got Joe Ryan, Bailey O'Bear, Pablo Lopez. That is some seriously good right-handed pitching there. I actually did this morning. I actually have them a top 3 bullpen also. So this morning I took them to win the AL Central plus 145 at Caesars. Also sprinkled the World Series on them to win it all at plus 2,500 at Caesars. Just a very small, whatever my normal bet size is. I played just 10% of it on that and did a little bit. I think 15% I put on plus 900 to win American League. I just think they're worth. Now, obviously, I'm probably buying at the worst time because they're on this great run. But with that rotation and that bullpen, as long as they stay healthy, I think they're, they can get by the Guardians, I think, in the it's going to be a fight, though. Guardians are a good squad. But I just think it's worth a bet at the plus 145 in the World Series at 25-1. Yeah, I get it. Baltimore is better roster. Yankees are better roster as far as American League. But, dude, with those 3 arms, they could upset either one of those teams in the playoffs. Curious your thoughts, Brother Wade, on the Minnesota.
It's killing me because I just before we took off for vacation, I actually put a little money down on the Guardians to win the division. So now I'm kind of sweating bullets here. This came out of nowhere for the Twins, that's for sure. But I still got faith in the Guardians, man. Their lineup's pretty potent. They get Quan back. I know Bieber's a big hit, man. So I don't know. It's going to come down to the wire. One of these teams is going to win the division probably by 3 or less games, maybe. I mean, I don't see one pulling away and winning by 5 or more. I mean, obviously it can happen, but I don't know. Obviously the Twins rotation is amazing.
It is.
O'Bear's really coming into his own this year. So
he's a big old dude, man. What is he, like 6'9", I think? Good.
And the other guy that's got three names.
The law firm. I call him the law firm. Simeon Woods Richardson. The law firm.
There you go. He's been solid, man. He doesn't give up a lot of earned runs. He keeps the ball in play. He's a really solid 4th starter. So
it's either 4. Yeah, I was going to ask. Is either number 4 or number 5?
I think so. I can't really recall who the other guy is right now because I don't really pay attention to the Twins that much.
Yeah.
And plus, since I've been out of the country, I haven't been watching any sports. There's no sports. Hard to keep track of what's going on.
Last month.
Yeah, man, they're I'm definitely worried about that bet now that I put on the Guardians. So we'll see.
Yeah. I wouldn't sweat it too much yet. Like you said, it's going to come down, I think, it's going to come down to September, that race between those two. As long as Tristan McKenzie, guys like that for the Guardians start pitching a little bit.
I don't trust him at all.
He has he's frustrated, man. He has the stuff.
He just doesn't have control.
I don't know if he has it up here. He has the stuff to be like a dominant starter, and he's shown flashes, but the injury last year really hurt him, and I don't know. I don't know how. I think he's healthy, but after a bad injury, sometimes it takes a while to get the mental game back, especially for the pitcher, in my opinion. But,
for sure.
Yeah. That's the main topic I wanted to hit on. Just can't believe the hot start by the Twins, but also got to hit on the debut of the LSU wonder kid, Paul Skenes. Holy smoke. Literally holy smoke. 17 pitches over 100 mile an hour in his MLB debut on Saturday against the Cubs. I mean, my goodness, man.
I don't know who I was talking to. I told them I wouldn't be surprised if they called him up this year, but it's they never call up pitchers this early. They never do.
They had to. He was
kicking myself because he was on the Indians where I'm at right now in northern Indianapolis, and I could have went and seen him a couple times for pretty cheap. And on top of that, we with our traveling and everything, I actually missed his start. I would have been on some of his props for sure. This guy's next level. He's, as long as he doesn't get hurt and do the whole Tommy John situation, he's gonna be a rock star for a long time.
It's insane how good he is. I mean, to throw that hard, they didn't have a choice. They had to bring him up. I forgot what his exact numbers were in AAA, but I think he had like 39 strikeouts in 24 innings pitched or something crazy.
I do think that they should dial him back a little bit and not allow him to throw so hard so many times. And there's no reason to go over 117 times in a game. It's unnecessary. He can probably get these guys to miss going 90% of what he really needs to throw, honestly.
Yeah, you would think, and I did know. I was glad to see the Pirates were cautious with it. They only let him go 4 innings. So I don't know what his pitch count got up, got up to, but the fact, I was glad to see that they're not going to just, I'm sure you remember this, being in Indiana. I don't know how big of a Cubs fan you are, but I remember the Cubs ruining Kerry Wood's career, and Mark Pryor's career, just throwing them out there, letting them go 120, 130 pitches, not even thinking nothing about it. And
Can't let it happen.
Always worry about it when I see a guy come up like this kid that just throws gas. I worry about them mismanaging him, I guess. But hopefully that's a good sign, only letting him go 4. I don't know if they'll maybe gradually ramp him up, stretch him out a little bit. But, of course, got hit on his super hot girlfriend, Olivia Dunn. Is it Dunn or Dune? I think it's Olivia.
I think it's the second one.
Dune.
I think so. Don't quote me because I don't pay attention to that kind of pop stuff. But
she's a smoke show, dude. I don't either. I don't. But they showed her in the stands like 10 times.
They interviewed her. I saw the interview, man. It's
good grief.
He looks like a good wife. I'm not sure if they're married or.
I think they're just still dating. She's sitting pretty on all the millions she's made from NIL money as a gymnast down at LSU. So I guess it must be good to throw over 100 miles an hour, because not only do you get to make the big leagues, you get a really hot girlfriend at the same time. So, I mean, hey, life's good. But we got no room to talk. Both of us have hot wives. So, I mean, it doesn't,
Of course.
That put up with us. They let us bet. They let
us bet for sure.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, man. But, that's the 2 topics I had, man. Anything else you want to hit on? Oh, as a side note, I did notice our boy Max Fried, our nice little future. He threw seven shutout innings, a no-hit ball.
Okay.
On Saturday, so that was nice.
Did they play Mets? No, they weren't playing Mets.
Mets. Yeah, they beat them 2 out of 3. They lost last night, but Fried threw 7 innings, a no-hit ball. They took him out just because he was at 103 pitches. They didn't want to let him finish it off, which I'm kind of glad since we have that future on him. But yeah.
Very nice.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, we
out in.
Don't really have much to add right now, man. We're still trying to get back into the rhythm of things. I didn't get to really catch up on standings on where teams are right now, but I'm assuming it's the same. I know the Braves have fallen back behind the Phillies a little bit.
Phillies are just, good Lord, nobody's hotter than them right now. They actually have the best record in baseball right now, which is insane. You think about it, they started out kind of slow, but that pitching rotation, man, just like we talked about in our preseason podcast, why I took them to win the World Series in the future, just because of Wheeler, Nola, Sanchez, Suarez. I mean, that's 4 studs right there. Philly playing really good ball. And, of course, Atlanta can catch them. Their bats just kind of got to wake back up. They did take 2
bats have not been doing very good this year, man.
Do what?
Their bats have not been doing very good this year.
It's so weird. Last year, they were consistent the whole year where they just knocked the cover off the ball until they got to the playoffs. They forget how to hit, of course.
Yep.
But it's weird. They start off slow. Acuna started off slow. He did hit a really nice bomb. I think it was Friday night against New York. He hit one, I think, 470 feet. So maybe he's to dead center. Maybe he's coming around. But yeah, Ozuna just keeps carrying him, man. I'm Ozuna with the Braves. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what his MVP odds are. I don't know if he can keep up this pace, but
yeah, that might be a good look. as long as he stays healthy, more fun for sure.
Yeah. They're that and the Oakland A's, man, can't call them Triple A's anymore. They're basically close to a 500 team so far this year, and that saw some highlights on MLB Network on yesterday morning. I was just flipping channels before we had to head out for Mother's Day down to Alabama. And dude, the A's it's crazy. They brought up a ton of AAA guys that got some talent, and they've all Billy Beane has always drafted well.
I'm just not sure if it's is there a point to being 500, or do we want to try to get a better draft pick? Or
I don't know. I guess they just don't want to be as bad as they were last year, especially if they are going to move to Vegas. When the heck are they moving to Vegas? I don't even know what's going on.
It's going to be like 2 more years. 3 more years. They're going to be in Sacramento for the next 2 years playing in some smaller ballpark.
That's right. So. I forgot about that. Jeez.
That's our team for you. But whatever.
That's it. Oh, man.
What do you got going on for your best bet, man? I see that, man, there's so many pitchers going today. I just could not decide. I figured first day back, I'm going to give out two best bets and see if we can get both of them on our side.
Feed the people. Wade's coming out with a bonus bet. I've only got one, but I'll give it to you right now.
Yeah.
Wish I could have got it out to people earlier. I was so mad. I was typing up an article early this morning and actually got this at a much better price, but I still think it's good here. Going to go Michael Lorenzen under 4.5 strikeouts. Best line -110 at DraftKings right now. Actually got it +120 at DraftKings at like 6:30 this morning. But as I'm typing the best bets article up, of course it moves 30 cents. But still, I still think it's good. Lorenzen, man, he's just, I don't know. He's an innings eater. I get that, but I just don't think he's that good, man. He don't really have strikeout stuff. I was just wanting to pull up some of his metrics here, but his advanced stats just show he's not a strikeout guy. His K rate's just a biscuit over 19%. So he's only in 29th percentile in K rate. It's also 29th percentile in whiff rate. So just not getting a lot of swing and misses. Also against this Guardians lineup, Cleveland doesn't strike out a lot, but he's faced the guys in this Guardians lineup. Small sample size, but his K rate against him just 11.4%. Guardians, like I said, have one of the lowest strikeout rates in all of baseball against right-handers. Got 6 guys with strikeout rates 18.3% or less. So they just don't K a lot. Your Guardians bet, man, they with 2 strikes, they choke and poke. They put the ball in play. They don't just take an easy K. So really like that under 4.5. I really thought the line was going to open 3.5. That's what I made it, actually, my own personal number. So I was all over that at a decent price. But yeah, what about you, man? I know you said you got one and then a bonus bet. What are you gonna feed the people with here?
Yeah, man, we're gonna go with 2 plays here.
Okay.
First play we're gonna give out here is we took Sean Manaea under 16.5 outs.
Okay. Yeah, like that.
He is facing the Phillies at home.
I love that play. I love that.
We got it from -135 on DK. It was actually -140 to -155 on most of the other books. So,
yep.
Got a little value there.
Love that play.
2024, he is under this in 5-7 of his starts. He did go over at St. Louis last game, but he right now he's averaging 15.1 outs on the season. Phillies for the season are ranked 7th in average, hitting 271. Yep. Over the last 30 days, they moved back to 10th. They're still hitting 271. What I like about them is that for the season, they are first in BABIP, which is 355 average, which anybody knows what that is. It's basically batting average on balls in play. So when they do hit the ball, they actually get on. They actually have an average of 355, which is number 1 in the league. And right now, their on base percentage is right around 350, ranked 6th in the last 30 days, and 4th for the season against left-handed pitchers. So he is also allowing. I mean, he's allowing a 233 batting average against lefties, which is not bad actually. But his whip is a 1.39. So I expect him to walk a couple guys. I don't know why I'm not on his walk prop. So I probably should be on his walk prop. Trying to see what that line is right now. It's Oh, wow, that came down. Is that right? That can't be right.
Pull it up on
defense. Over 1.5 is minus 119. That can't be right.
Walks allowed.
His over 1.5 is juiced to minus 170, minus 165. So
yeah.
I'll probably walk 2 guys. Maybe I'll jump on that. But I don't really like doubling up on 2 guys, and I just think that the Phillies are going to be able to get to him. He might get into the 5th inning. It's tough for me to see him finish in full 6. So
I don't see it either.
So I like that move.
Really like that look a lot. It's actually little sidebar. It's one of my best bets. I took the Phillies in the first 5 just because I don't like Manaea, and I do like Christopher Sanchez.
Nice.
Phillies 7th in WRC plus against lefties. New York Mets just 20th against lefties in WRC plus. So I'm not big on Manaea. I think that's a great look. He'll probably go 5, but I don't even think they'll bring him out for any more past the 5th inning. And with the way Phillies have been playing, good Lord, they could knock him out in the 3rd or 4th inning, honestly. So
I feel pretty strongly about that. And then we've got the other one I'm going to give out is Jordan Montgomery. Jumped on him over 17.5 outs. Minus 140 on FanDuel, a little juicy. Not really a fan of that price, but it was minus 170 or plus on every other book.
Man.
FanDuel just started releasing out props earlier in the day, and right now most of their out props are like plus money, where all the other ones, if they're plus 100, plus 105, most of the other books are minus 120, minus 115. So I'm not sure why they're so far behind or why they're giving out lower odds right now, but I'll take it. I love Jordan Montgomery. He's somebody that I'll probably ride all season long as he's still looking good. Obviously, he's over 3 or 4 for the season. He's hit 21 twice. The only bad game he had was against the Dodgers, which is understandable. And 3 of these games were on the road. He's already hit 21 his last game against Cincinnati, and he faces them again at home this time.
Yeah.
They're one of the worst hitting teams versus left-handed pitchers.
They are.
Right now they're ranked 26th, really both last 30 and 2024 for the season, but they're hitting 199 versus left-handed pitchers the last 30 days.
Holy smoke.
On base percentage.
Not even Mendoza line.
Yes. You think they'd be better than what they are, but Ellie De La Cruz has really cooled off. They're ranked 26th or 27th in almost every hitting category right now versus left-handed pitchers. So, just on that alone, he's back at home where he really didn't have a good start, and I think he wants to finally have a good start in his first, I guess, his second start back home in Arizona, since this is his first time being on Arizona. So he wants to show the crowd a good outings here. So I see a good bounce back spot for him. A little juicy, but I'll take it. I don't know if the lines moved at all.
Yeah, I like that. I like that quite a bit also. I like Montgomery. Not a premier strikeout guy, but he doesn't walk a lot of guys. He pitches good to contact, keeps the ball on the ground. Like the fact that he's one of those guys that can get, out of nowhere. Even if he gets in trouble one inning, he could follow that up with 2 or 3 innings of like 10 pitch innings, to where it's like, oh man, he's in the 5th and he's only at like 40 pitches. Oh, we're in good shape,
Yeah, and he does give up hits. His 3 of his 4 starts, he's given up at least 6 hits, and 3 of them gave up 7 in 2 of them. So, but he still goes deep in those games. Does. So, they give him the leash. So hopefully we'll hit the under on Manaea. Hopefully Lorenzen will go under for you.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I think you will. Like I said, just hadn't been too impressed with stuff. Plus, going up against who's he facing again? I forget. No, I think he's facing Houston, right? Of course, I just closed out my sheet.
No, they're not playing Houston today. Who was Texas playing today?
Yeah, Cleveland. That's right. Yeah, already done. Duh. Already talked about. Yeah, playing the Guardians, and like I said, Guardians just don't K a lot, man. I just don't. They put the ball in play. I think they're either 2nd or 3rd lowest K rate in all of baseball against right-handers. So just don't see Mikey Lowe getting a lot of punch outs today. Like I said, I think the line should be 3.5 instead of 4.5. So I feel pretty good about that one.
I agree.
Sweet.
Yeah, Cleveland's one of the lowest strikeout teams. They don't like to strike out, so
that's it. Y'all sign up for Wade's service. Still just $25 a month. Cannot beat that. I mean, really, $6 a week, guys. $6 a week to get winning MLB picks. Can't beat that.
PGA article cash.
Boom. That's right. I forgot about that. Bettor's Insider. Check Bettor's Insider. Wade's been rolling on there. He's just been crushing at UFC and in golf. And he'll have something this week up for the PGA Championship. Gotta love it, baby. A major.
PGA Championship, maybe something for the UFC. It's not really loving this card.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Nice.
We'll see. We might have a couple picks out there. I gotta start digging into that. But yeah, PGA's coming up, man. I gotta figure out what we're gonna do there. So
nice. Looking forward to
that. Majors were always big ones. So
yeah. Even casual golf bettors, they come around for the majors. Can't blame them. They're always fun to watch.
Yeah, we'll see if I can get an article out Tuesday or Wednesday. It'll be out early as soon as we can get one out. So.
Sweet. Yeah, y'all be looking for that. BettorsInsider.com. Also, a ton of other NBA stuff. YouWatchBet.com. Appreciate y'all reading. Appreciate y'all watching the show. It's great to have Wade back, home sweet home here in the States. Back to our regular scheduled programming. And all that.
Well, appreciate you guys. Have a blessed day. Let's cash these bets.
Be good. Boom.
See you guys.
Later.